a freshman from South Portland, Maine.
Corey Bollard done an outstanding job with this program in a very short window of time. It helps when you've got a building block like Ryan, obviously, but he won a lot at his previous stop at Johnson and Wales, where he turned them into a dynasty at the Division III level, and he's got things cooking over there on the hilltop on the women's side as well.
Guacchione around the screen, lays it up and in, and a foul.
I'm going to say this. If you're Southern Hampshire right now, you are allowing players to get to their strong side, the right side, all the way to the rim time and time again. The help defense, I know you're paying Ryan a lot of attention defensively. You've got to do a better job of showing and taking away that penetration.
Brianna Camara committed the foul, and going to the free throw line is Guacchione to try to finish the three-point play. She does. 3 players with 6 each, and St. Anselm leads 18-5. The other way, open in the front court is Roach. No, Camara gets there for the rebound, puts it back in.
Good job by Camara there, sealing her body off and just being patient with the second chance. Oftentimes you see players rush that action.
Martin drives from the left side, a miss, and a Lorenzen rebound for the Penmen. Under 3 to go. Camara, and got the ball up into the bottom of the rim. There'll be some contact, and a foul is whistled against Sarah Messler. That would be her. Well, actually, they call it on Guacchione. It'll be her first.
I like what Camara is doing here. She's recognizing the team is struggling. She gets an offensive rebound to put back, and then the next time down, a little hesitation, explode to the basket, and she earns a trip to the free throw line. That's a senior recognizing your team is struggling. Make some plays for your team.
Brianna Camara makes the first 16 out of 18 on the year. Best free throw shooter on the team. Second is good.
I think she's the most underrated player in the NA10. She does everything well for this team. She's upped her scoring numbers. She's a terrific player, terrific defender, as we see right here as well.
Penmen double team, nearly forced the turnover. Hawks get into the front court, and they immediately are pressing everybody.
Now Ryan on the court, so he can take some chances defensively.
10 on the shot clock. A dribble by Messler into the hands of Camara, and a foul on the Hawks. After the steal by Brianna.
That's a really good coaching job there by Karen Pincos. Recognizes Ryan goes to the bench. Bob immediately dials up some full court pressure, swarming. You don't have to worry about Ryan where she is on the floor.
Ashley Briggs is the new player in for St. Anselm, senior from Scarborough, Maine.
I think Southern Hampshire's depth at this point of the year is better than St. Anselm's depth.
Bounce pass low. Lorenzen is fouled. So Messler committed her second foul, went to the bench a moment ago. And this one goes against Mazer for the Hawks. Scores 18-9. Last 4 points to the Penmen. Dribbling up top is the freshman Roach. In the corner, here's Cherry with a 3, and no good. Rebound, Lorenzen, and she'll score.
Another second chance basket there for the Penmen. Great job by Kylie Red, where that ball was coming off the rim, Bob, and floated in there, grabbed it, and scored.
Lorenzen's the game's leading scorer now with 7. Under 2 to go, and we get a push away from the ball. This is Victoria Dean just checked in for the Penmen on the foul. It's Dean and Terry.
That's going to go.
Roach, Camara, and Lorenzen.
Sorry, partner. That's going to go against Camara. It's a big one, too, because it's her second.
Oh, I got you. So she'll come to the bench. Sarah Dio back into the game. Victoria Dean to the bench. And Carly Ziliak also returns to the floor. Hawk ball up 7. 1:53 to go in the first. Three-pointer, Steinman, no good. And a long rebound. And the Hawks were in the right place for it. Briggs.
I don't know why they don't give Ryan the ball, quite frankly.
Ryan inside. Got it. Shoots, scores, and a foul.
That's tough. They got her for an offensive foul there.
Oh, wow.
And that's bad because that's a situation where she's just physically better and she gets penalized for it. That's a big-time move. She spins. She's called for the elbow. I thought that should have been an and one. I thought the Penmen got a break there.
So Penmen ball, 7-point game, 18-11. Dio has lost her dribble, comes back up top to Terry. Roach on the left side. Roach up top for Ziliak and around. They force it inside, tipped and stolen away. Guacchione stepped in front of Roach. Penmen will press. Now Guacchione comes to the top, tries the three-pointer, and that's off the mark. Ball off Dio. It'll stay with the Hawks. New shot clock with 1:08 to go in the quarter.
St. Anselm, you can tell they want to get up and down, Bob. They average just under 80 points per game, and you could sense offensively if they don't run a set where they try to get the ball to Ryan down low, they go very quickly. You've got to be cognizant of that if you're Southern New Hampshire on the defensive side.
Ryan, long way out, went down hard after her miss. The ball comes to the Penmen. Ryan a little late getting back in the defensive set, so they'll try Ziliak a three. No good, and it's 1 and out. Here come the Hawks.
Ziliak has been okay from the three-point line, 7 for 21 prior to that miss, and got a good look at it as well. That's a shot the Penmen will like.
Inside, Steinman feeds Ryan, and a travel. Trying to work defense against Kylie Lorenzen. And 37.6 seconds left on the clock here in the quarter. Hawks haven't scored in a little while. It was 18-5, now 18-11, Penmen ball.
Southern Hampshire's done a much better job defensively as this quarter has worn on. Remember, the Hawks had about 13 points in the first 2 or 3 minutes, Bob. Since that time, Southern Hampshire's been much better on the defensive side.
Ziliak drove in and had the ball tipped out of her hands and out of bounds.
See if the Penmen get something good. They run good stuff on these end line out of bounds sets.
Terry will do the inbounding. Comes into the corner for Ziliak. 6-second differential, shot clock and game clock. Roach with 10 on the shot clock. In the corner, a Dio three. Got it.
It's a big shot there for the sophomore. Again, that allows them. Ryan has got to be drawn away from the rim there. She's got to respect that range.
Other way, Ryan. No good. 2 seconds, 1. And that'll end the quarter with Southern New Hampshire right back in the game. A 9-0 run after the Hawks built a point lead. End of 1. Our score is St. Anselm 18, Southern New Hampshire 14. And this is Penmen basketball on AM 610 WGIR.
Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield has worked to keep the people of New Hampshire healthy for 75 years. Healthcare has changed dramatically over the years, but one thing is not, and that is our commitment to you and your family. We're a company made up of your friends and neighbors. We work each day to continue our tradition of providing healthcare to the 300,000 members we serve. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield focuses on wellness and healthy living. We work with and support numerous organizations in New Hampshire to build healthy communities. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, creating a healthier future for New Hampshire.
The center of Division II sports is inside the NCAA.com hub, with live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
At Southern New Hampshire University, student success is success worth celebrating. That's why we personally delivered diplomas to online students who couldn't attend graduation. Find your online program today at snhu.edu.
(18-14) at the end of 1. St. Anselm 7 of 18 shooting. That is 39%. Penmen 5 of 19, 26%.
Yeah, and for Southern New Hampshire, that number's a little bit misleading because they started out just 1 for their first 10.
And get one here. Jenna Roach, and it is a 2-point game, 18-16.
Well done there by the freshman, getting all the way to the rim there. Much like I've talked about Southern Hampshire, no help on the weak side, preventing that penetration for the Hawks.
Guacchione and Martin on the right side. Ashley Briggs is up top. Nearly a steal there by Molly Terry. As Penmen open in a 2-3 zone. Yeah. Steinman on a drive with Ryan, and Steinman got it.
That's big-time stuff right there from Steinman, the sophomore. She is very talented, and Ryan is obviously a superstar, but Steinman's a pretty nice second option in your offense.
5'8" sophomore from Pittsfield, Massachusetts. It's 20-16. Penmen down 4, and SNHU going for the 3. Molly Terry with a miss, and a rebound for the Hawks. 14-12 rebound advantage for St. Anselm, quarter 1.
Talked about rebounding being a key. St. Anselm dominates teams on the glass, so New Hampshire doing okay.
Whistle inside and a foul. Battle there, Lorenzen and Ryan.
I think they're going to get
no
Dio underneath there, and that's a big one because it's now second on Sarah, so now she'll have to come out of the game.
Aaliyah Paxton into the game. Sarah Dio has 2 fouls.
Yeah, her
Brianna Camara on the bench with 2.
Right.
And Gianna Russell, who was banged up a little earlier, spent a lot of time on the bench for the Penmen. Ryan off the inbound. No. Paxton just stood tall and miss on the shot. Rebound SNHU. Paxton puts it on the floor. Drives against Ryan. No good.
That's a tough shot for Aaliyah. The dribble drive action is not bad, but she'd probably be better served just to jump stop and then reassess.
7th rebound for Shannon Ryan. Minute and a half into the second. Hawks on the drive. Steinman and gets it to fall, and she has 5 field goals for 10. Averages 11-6 a game.
She's really good. And the ability to finish with the left hand there, Bob, really impressive there by the sophomore.
Paxton inside. Comes back to Roach. Feeds Paxton. She really wants to take on Ryan. And a bad pass, trying to get it off on the wing. Ahead of the field comes Guacchione. And a fast break bucket. And, boy, the Hawks run right back out to an 8-point lead here, 24-16.
They score in bunches like you don't see quite often. We saw this to start the first quarter, and we're seeing it here to start quarter number 2.
Paxton inside and gets blocked by Ryan. Gets blocked by Ryan again. Tries to kick it back up top for Lorenzen, and it's stolen by Steinman. 7:30 to go in the second. Ryan squares over Lorenzen and knocks it down, and the Hawks lead by 10.
That's elite. Kylie did play that perfectly, and sometimes really good offense beats really good defense. That's what we saw right there.
Paxton goes low. Ziliak, a turnaround, got it.
Ball touched every part of the rim before it decided to go down. That's good. They need to get Ziliak going offensively.
Averages 6 a game, 26-18. Penmen trail by 8. 3-pointer, Guacchione no good, and a rebound for Lorenzen.
I know they play fast. I don't like that shot. That's a contested 3. You can get that any time.
Lorenzen came up to mid-court and kind of lost the ball there for a second, and then the 2 players went for it, and Lorenzen drew a foul. This is a tough break there for the Hawks.
That's really bad luck because that's a 50-50 ball where she jumps on it. A Hawks player is going after the loose ball, and she just jumps on Kylie.
Danielle Sorois, freshman from Pelham, New Hampshire, into the ball game now for the Penmen. Lorenzen and Sorois, along with Roach, Ziliak, and now Brianna Camara playing with 2 fouls, will run the point. 6:45 left in the second. And a bad pass goes into the backcourt and out of bounds, and it'll go over to the Hawks on a turnover.
That's 3 turnovers in their last 4 possessions for Southern New Hampshire. And it's a chance now for the Hawks to reclaim a double-digit lead. Southern New Hampshire simply has got to value the basketball.
Turnover number 6 for the Penmen, 5 on the Hawks. Peyton Steinman working left side. Feeds inside. This is Julia Thistle.
Good catch. Back
to the trailer. Guacchione, a miss and a rebound for Camara for the Penmen. Lorenzen high, top of the circle. Roach into the corner. Sorois comes back for Ziliak. Over to Camara. On the floor to the free throw line. Will dribble back behind as we move to 10 seconds on the shot clock. Camara had a screen from Lorenzen all the way in and scores.
Karen Pecos, understanding the situation, understanding where her team was struggling offensively, said, I got to get Bree back in the game. Immediately pays dividends. Now she's got to be smart on this side. Can't pick up her 3rd here midway through the second quarter.
Guacchione inside is Thistle. Turned right, went left, and missed. And another rebound for the Penmen. Shannon Ryan getting a breather for the Hawks. Roach comes underneath and block, and Corey Bullard saying that's our ball.
That should be seen Anselm ball. Roach not only lost it, first of all, but then she touched it while she was standing out of bounds.
Officials here tonight: Nathan Mendez, Matthew Moniz, and Daniel O'Neill. Lob in for Lorenzen, short. And a rebound, Guacchione for the Hawks.
And that's somewhat poetic justice. I don't ever want to see Kylie miss a shot, but let's be honest, that shouldn't have been Penmen basketball.
26-20, Penmen down by 6. It's St. Anselm ball. St. Anselm had a 13-point lead early on in this game. Ball knocked away momentarily, but recovered by the Hawks. 10 on the shot clock. Guacchione a fall away and missed it, and a battle for the rebound, won by Thistle, and she gets fouled inside.
Thistle's size just too much for the Penmen down in that low block. The ball sort of being volleyed around, and Thistle just uses her big arms and just grabs it out of the air, and then wisely goes right back up, and she's fouled.
Go to the free throw line. Thistle, like Shannon Ryan, a transfer into the Hawk program. She's from Providence. 5:09 to go first half. First is good.
Not a great free throw shooter, but again, much like Ryan, looked pretty confident and looked pretty competent shooting it there.
Thistle's come off the bench in all of their games. 27-20 with the first make. Second one on the way, and that is no good. A rebound for Sorois. It's 27-20. Penmen down halfway through the second quarter. Roach, here's Dean, good.
It's a big shot for Victoria. She's had some shooting woes as of late, but a good job there. A little pick and pop action, drawing Thistle away from the rim. Buries the 16-foot jumper.
27-22, 5-point game. St. Anselm in front. Men's game to follow. Tonight, 4th ranked and undefeated St. Anselm here at the Stan Spirou Fieldhouse to take on Southern New Hampshire. Jack Perry's first go-around here in the Queen City clash. Inside Thistle. Had it stolen away by Ziliak, and then a foul backcourt on the Hawks on Michaela Martin.
You can live with that. In that situation, you're just sort of fighting and hustling for a loose ball, and much like that other foul we saw at midcourt, you're going after those loose balls. Fortunately, sometimes things happen.
Second foul on Martin, second on the team. Timeout, 4:26 to go till halftime. It's St. Anselm 27, Southern New Hampshire 22. This is Penmen basketball on AM 610 WGIR.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
We are NCAA Division II student athletes, faculty members, and athletics administrators made up of 24 conferences and 300 institutions.
Over 110,000 Division II student athletes.
Together we stand and take the pledge to be more than a bystander, to get a friend home safe.
It's our responsibility to step in, stand up, to do something, to say anything, to hold our friends accountable, to stop sexual assault in any way we can.
It's on me, it's on you, it's on us.
So let's be a part of the solution, not a part of the problem.
It's on us!
AM 610 is WGIR Manchester. Bob Lippman, Jacob Van Ryn, Aaron Boss producing. 4:25 left first half. Penmen have been playing from behind all night. St. A's scored the first 6, and the lead right now is 5. Dean and Roach, Ziliak, Sorois, and Russell for the Penmen. It's Roach for 3. Good. Freshman has 5 all here in the quarter, and it's 27-25.
And you're starting to see her confidence grow, Bob. They are very excited about what she brings to the table. She's going to grow a lot. I mean, she looks like a freshman out there, let's be honest. But she is very talented, very good high school program she came from and played in Braintree. I think they found themselves a pretty good player in this freshman.
Molly Terry will give Carly Ziliak a breather. And the other way, a drive and a foul. Again, Steinman will get to the line.
Again, broken record. You cannot allow the rip through to the right side. Overplay. You've got help on the left. You don't have help on the right side. That's the side they want to attack.
Roach on the foul, her first. Hawks inbound, Ryan back in the game. Guacchione for 3. Out of the corner, rattles out, rebounds. Steinman tries a reverse and doesn't get it to go. What a pretty try. And then Penmen saved the ball back in. It wound up in Steinman's hands. She taps it, a shot, and Ryan for 2 for the Hawks.
Yeah, and that's a hustle mistake there by the Penmen, saving the ball under your own basket. You don't fault the effort, but you cannot save it to the right underneath your rim. Leads to an easy 2 for Ryan.
29-25, Penmen down 4. 3:24 to go in the half. Long jumper for Roach doesn't go. Ryan with the rebound. Hawks break out with it. Back to Ryan it comes. She'll drive in, and Dean knocked it out of her hands.
Good play there by Victoria defensively. That's a situation where Ryan went a little scoop shot. She's got about 6 inches on Dean. She's got to go over her instead of going under that little up and under action.
For a little breather for Kylie Lorenzen, she's back into the ball game here for the Penmen. So we approach 3 minutes to go. And it is St. Anselm ball. We see Emma Daly for the first time in the game, a senior from Pearl River, New York, averages 7 a game. Hawks, Guacchione goes right around Lorenzen, kicks it up, and Steinman had a three-point look and got it.
That's really good action there by the Hawks. That's NBA action where you have that baseline cut action. You're trying to tee up somebody. Usually it's in the corner. She swings it all the way back between the circles, and the triple goes down. Well done.
Lorenzen takes on Ryan and gets blocked. Ball back to the Hawks at a collision out near midcourt, and it's going to be a foul on Gianna Russell. 2:35 left to go till halftime, and it's St. Anselm ball 32-25.
Well, I think the good news for the Penmen is, from watching this, the way this game has been played, you'd think the Hawks have a double-digit lead. The Penmen are sort of hanging around if they can make a little run.
Guacchione loses it in the front court. A turnover. Dean goes all the way in and gets blocked by Shannon Ryan.
At some point, I don't mind attacking Ryan and making her defend, but she's so long and she's so talented. At some point, much like we said with Paxton, she's got to jump stop and then assess, what do I have? That running action, that's just too easy for Ryan to defend and negate.
Lorenzen wants 3 off the inbound. No. And it'll be Hawk ball here. Chance to build on their lead, which is at 7. Left side is Daly. Feeds Ryan. Inside against Dean. Baseline, good.
I thought she got fouled there. She's asking for a foul from the official as well. That is a very difficult shot.
34-25. Penmen come front court with Lorenzen on a drive. Got it. Her first points of the second quarter.
Good body control there by the senior.
34-27. Quick miss for St. Anselm.
I think that's a pass, but it hit the rim.
I think they were trying to get it to Ryan, right? Second opportunity for Ryan inside, doesn't go. And the Penmen with the ball here, 1:30 to go. And Dean wants 3, and that's no good. Ryan came out to deflect it. That left Lorenzen inside to get the rebound, and she goes in and finishes it.
Yeah, St. Anselm did everything right except get the basketball. They put a body on, they checked her out, but they didn't go get the ball. Kylie not giving up on the play, hustling and finding a way to get 2 more.
Back within 5. Good late run into the first, now maybe one here in the second. Almost a steal there by Molly Terry.
Ooh.
And they work it around. Steinman's shot too long, rebound out of bounds. And it'll be SNHU ball, under a minute to go here, and it's a 5-point game. Gianna Russell coming in for SNHU, and Grace Guacchione returning for the Hawks.
This is a big final minute both ways. I think if you can go in down 2 or 3, if you're the Penmen, you feel pretty good about where you are. On the flip side, Hawks, they've been the better side. They'd like to extend this to 7 or 8 going into the intermission.
Roach finds Russell on the baseline, trying to get a shot there.
That's a good call. She switched her pivot foot there. She's been bottled up and she's been frustrated. She wears her emotions on her sleeve, and I think the world of her game. I think she's really special and really talented. That's one where she's trying to do a little bit too much, not in the flow of the offense. Oh,
Kayla Martin just slipped there.
The line got her.
Ryan in the corner. She's up. Martin the left side for Steinman. They've got Ryan bottled up inside with Lorenzen on her, so they'll try the 3, and the miss for Steinman is rebounded by Lorenzen. Penmen can take the last shot here, 34-29, 13 seconds left. Russell gives it back to Roach with 9. Jenna comes up top and had it knocked out of her hands, and the ball will go out of bounds with 3.5 on the clock.
And now you're really limited on what you can do. I don't love the way teams play for final shots. I know you don't want the other team to get a shot, but especially in the women's game, Bob, get your offense going earlier. What are the odds that you're going to get a defensive rebound, go the length of the floor, and get something in 5 seconds?
Roach across midcourt, a heave at the buzzer. It hit the rim and the backboard, but it did not go in. And St. Anselm, which led by 4 at the end of 1, adds 1 to the lead here in quarter 2 And in the intermission, it's St. Anselm 34, Southern New Hampshire 29.
Entertaining first half, much like we thought coming in. These are two really good sides going at one another, and the Stars lived up to it. Ryan with 12 for the Hawks, Lorenzen with 11 for the Penmen. This has been a fun watch.
We'll be back right after this. This is Penmen Basketball on AM 610 WGIR.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
Here are a few tips that can help. Talk to your friends honestly and openly about sexual assault.
Don't be a bystander. If you see something, intervene in any way you can.
Be direct. Ask someone who looks like they may need help if they're okay.
It's on us!
Southern New Hampshire University proved itself different as soon as I got that first phone call.
It's full of people who care about you. You're not just another number.
And they always make you feel that you're a part of a family.
There's a personal relationship you actually develop with your advisors.
The professors see your potential and really want to move you forward.
It really feels like they take a genuine interest.
They're here for you so you can succeed.
I feel that I can conquer the world because they have my back.
Find your online program today and see yourself succeed at snhu.edu.
Welcome to the Tap House.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
Anyone can be the victim. Everyone can be the solution. It's on us to stand up and not stand by.
Because when you're a victim of sexual assault, no one should stand alone.
It's on us!
The center of Division II sports is inside the NCAA.com hub. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
This is your year to start something new, to transform your life and the lives of those around you, to earn a degree that gets you noticed by employers and won't break the bank. This is your year to choose a nonprofit university that has been reinventing higher education since 1932. This is Southern New Hampshire University. Find your online or on-campus program today and see yourself succeed at snhu.edu.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
Take the pledge at itsonus.org and be a part of the solution.
We are challenging every Division II campus to take the pledge, to make a statement, and to make sexual assault unacceptable, because
it's on us!
When you walk into a running store and take a look at the sprawling shoe wall, you may have trouble finding the right shoe for you. This is where we come in. At Runner's Alley, our right fit process makes selecting a shoe easy, painless, and fun. We start with a visual gait analysis, and then we learn all about you. We'll educate you about your foot structure, what we see when we watch you walk and run, and choose a shoe as a starting point to get you moving. At Runner's Alley, we're here for you every step of the way.
court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun. The center of Division II sports is inside the NCAA.com hub, with live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
This year is going to be different.
I will break the mold.
This year, I will go back to school.
Work in a field I'm passionate about.
And get the promotion I deserve.
This is your year to choose a nonprofit university that has been reinventing higher education since 1932. This is Southern New Hampshire University. Find your online or on-campus program today and see yourself succeed at snhu.edu.
Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield has worked to keep the people of New Hampshire healthy for 75 years. Healthcare has changed dramatically over the years, but one thing is not, and that is our commitment to you and your family. We're a company made up of your friends and neighbors. We work each day to continue our tradition of providing healthcare to the 300,000 members we serve. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield focuses on wellness and healthy living. We work with and support numerous organizations in New Hampshire to build healthy communities. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, creating a healthier future for New Hampshire.
The center of Division II sports is inside the NCAA.com hub, with live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
At Southern New Hampshire University, student success is success worth celebrating. That's why we personally delivered diplomas to online students who couldn't attend graduation. Find your online program today at snhu.edu.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
We are NCAA Division II student athletes, faculty members, and athletics administrators made up of 24 conferences and 300 institutions.
Over 110,000 Division II student athletes.
Together we stand and take the pledge to be more than a bystander, to get a friend home safe.
It's our responsibility to step in, stand up, to do something, to say anything, to hold our friends accountable, to stop sexual assault in any way we can.
It's on me, it's on you, it's on us.
So let's be a part of the solution, not a part of the problem.
It's on us!
From court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun. No one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
Here are a few tips that can help. Talk to your friends honestly and openly about sexual assault.
Don't be a bystander. If you see something, intervene in any way you can.
Be direct. Ask someone who looks like they may need help if they're okay.
It's on us!
Southern New Hampshire University proved itself different as soon as I got that first phone call.
It's full of people who care about you. You're not just another number.
And they always make you feel that you're a part of a family.
There's a personal relationship you actually develop with your advisors.
The professors see your potential and really want to move you forward.
It really feels like they take a genuine interest.
They're here for you so you can succeed.
I feel that I can conquer the world because they have my back.
Find your online program today and see yourself succeed at snhu.edu.
Welcome to the Tap House.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
Anyone can be the victim. Everyone can be the solution. It's on us to stand up and not stand by.
Because when you're a victim of sexual assault, no one should stand alone.
It's on us!
The center of Division II sports is inside the NCAA.com hub. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
This is your year to start something new, to transform your life and the lives of those around you, to earn a degree that gets you noticed by employers and won't break the bank. This is your year to choose a nonprofit university that has been reinventing higher education since 1932. This is Southern New Hampshire University. Find your online or on-campus program today and see yourself succeed at snhu.edu.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
Take the pledge at itsonus.org and be a part of the solution.
We are challenging every Division II campus to take the pledge, to make a statement, and to make sexual assault unacceptable, because
it's on us!
When you walk into a running store and take a look at the sprawling shoe wall, you may have trouble finding the right shoe for you. This is where we come in. At Runner's Alley, our right fit process makes selecting a shoe easy, painless, and fun. We start with a visual gait analysis, and then we learn all about you. We'll educate you about your foot structure, what we see when we watch you walk and run, and choose a shoe as a starting point to get you moving. At Runner's Alley, we're here for you every step of the way.
Don't even ask me who the Blue Jays manager is, because I don't know who it is.
Probably pretty close here.
All right, some thoughts as we head into the second half.
Well, we talked at the open. Turnovers and rebounding going to be key. Southern Hampshire hanging in there on the glass, just -2. St. A's on the year, +13 overall. They haven't played the likes of a Southern Hampshire team. That's okay. Turnovers, we said Penmen would like to be below 15, 7 at the break, so that's okay. Just got to shoot it a little better, Bob. But I think Penmen, little run here. They're very much in this one. Good game.
5-point game starting the third, and the first shot of the second half. Sarah Messler went up and was denied the basket by Kylie Lorenzen and lost the ball out of bounds, a turnover.
Corey Bollard in disbelief over there on the Hawks sideline, saying there was no contact there. She just went down on her own. And to his credit, he's done a pretty good job of maintaining. I think he's been on the wrong side of some 50 whistles tonight, quite frankly.
Russell and Lorenzen, Camara, Ziliak, Dio for the Penmen. Dio had 2 fouls, spent a lot of time on the bench. Ziliak will travel with it. And we have a turnover each way.
And again, we talked about those turnovers, and it doesn't look like much because the other team didn't score. Those are sort of wasted opportunities when you're trying to dig yourself out of a 5-point hole.
And a near steal by Ziliak. Steinman now recovers. St. Anselm in the front court. Left side, this is Messler for 3, no good. 3 points for St. Anselm. They have 2 makes in the game so far. Penmen with a rebound. Here's Camaro with the left hand, comes up short. And Ryan with a rebound has her double-double. 12 points, 10 rebounds.
What's that, 6 on the year now in 7 games, right? I mean, that's pretty high level. And again, she is undoubtedly one of the premier players in this region, in this country.
Steinman down low. Ryan with a miss, got the rebound, and then traveled with it.
She's been frustrated, and good job by Corey Bollard right there, hopping off the bench, saying, it's okay, it's okay. She thought, she definitely traveled with it, but she thought it was because she was displaced. She was pushed after she grabbed that offensive rebound.
Kylie Lorenzen, 11 points, 9 rebounds. She's just a rebound away from yet another double-double, and we've got a whistle away from the ball as Dio is dribbling up top, and it's going to be a push on the Hawks down low.
Huh. I didn't see that action. Now see if the Penmen can capitalize here. See if they can get Lorenzen isolated on this weak side.
Ashley Briggs with her first foul for the Hawks. Camara comes in for Dio and tipped out of bounds, last touch by St. Ace.
And if you're Sarah in that situation, just grab the ball, right? I mean, don't risk it. It's clearly tipped by the Hawks, but the official doesn't see it. You're going the other way. There's no review or anything like that. Just grab the ball. It was right in front of her.
Russell to inbound. Gianna injured early on, spent a little time on the bench. Here's Ziliak with a jumper. Good, right over Ryan, and it sails through.
Well done there by Ziliak. That was a very tough shot there, going to her left right-handed shooter, sort of fading away from the elbow extended.
34-31 Hawks, near steal by Camara. They go inside. Ryan takes the pass there from Guacchione, kicks it back out, and a missed 3 by Briggs will give Southern New Hampshire the ball. A 3-pointer, and they could tie here.
I give Ryan a lot of credit there. She caught that ball about 3 feet away from the rim. She's trying to be unselfish, but man, if I'm her, I'm forcing action. I'm going right up with that.
Timeout will be taken by Corey Bollard, the head coach of St. Anselm. We'll take a quick break. With the score, St. Anselm 34, Southern New Hampshire 31. 8:10 to go in the third. This is Penmen basketball.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, the center of Division II sports is inside the NCAA.com hub, with live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
This year is going to be different.
I will break the mold.
This year, I will go back to school.
Work in a field I'm passionate about.
And get the promotion I deserve.
This is your year to choose a nonprofit university that has been reinventing higher education since 1932. This is Southern New Hampshire University. Find your online or on-campus program today and see yourself succeed at snhu.edu.
All right, Penmen will bring the basketball up with Lorenzen and Camara, Dio, Ziliak, and Russell. Inside, the pass goes to Russell. Got it. Assist, Kylie Lorenzen.
Good after timeout action there by Karen Pinkos. Get Russell much needed basket, see if that gets her on track and gets her confidence growing.
Ryan the other way, a turn and hits. Foul on Dio, that'll be her third.
I said as we went to the break that she needs to shoot every time she touches it, quite frankly. She's actually unselfish. I mean, she is, you know, I know she's taken 13 shots already, but man, with her skill set and her talent, I think she's got to get between 20 and 25 a night.
Ryan gets to 15 with a three-point play, and it's 37-33. Hawks by 4. Lorenzen in the front court wants 3 on the way. It's short. Rebound. Dio touched it last. Ball goes over to St. Anselm. The Penmen will be at Assumption on Saturday. We'll be back here next Wednesday for Bentley.
Yeah, and we haven't talked about it, but this gauntlet, I mean, that's why this game is so important. At Assumption, not an easy place to win. Then home to Bentley, then at Stonehill. I mean, that's this Northeast Division gauntlet we're talking about. It's going to be pretty tough here for the Penmen to maintain this perfect record, regardless of what happens here tonight as they run that stretch of the next 3 after this one.
And when you're sitting there with 0 losses, you are on everybody's radar, too.
Absolutely. And quite frankly, they've had good success against Bentley over the years. So, you know, take that for what it's worth. Not going to be easy to go down to Stonehill and win down there, where Trish Brown and the Skyhawks are always among the Anytown's best teams.
Royce into the ball game for Dio, who picked up her 3rd foul and missed the shot, and the ball goes back over to St. Anselm with 7:09 to go in the 3rd. St. Anselm 37-33. Julia Thistle for Shannon Ryan on the St. A's side.
Interesting sub here because you have a 4-point advantage. This game is very much in the balance, and without Ryan out there, I don't know where their offensive production comes, quite frankly.
Steinman behind for Messler. Steinman's had a good game, right? 6 field goals for 13.
Sure, most of that was in the first quarter, though. She had 5 in the first, I think.
Ball on the floor. Messler free throw line, and no good. Hand in the face by Lorenzen, and it'll be SNHU ball. Ziliak comes to the right side, leaves it back to Camara.
It's a good job by Ziliak, pushing, assessing, and then resetting. I'm fine with that. That's good work.
They cycle back around. Ziliak takes it up top. Lorenzen working on Messler inside. Yes! It hit the front of the rim, caught the back of the rim, and fell in.
She's so talented. It's just a pleasure to watch her play on a nightly basis.
2-point game. Lorenzen has 13. 35-37. Lorenzen nearly came away with a steal there. Briggs in the front court. Hawks, Squacchione wants 3, no good. Sailed right over the rim and into the hands of Brianna Camara. She took it all the way underneath, then a bounce pass for Royce, who scores and a foul.
Boy, I thought Brianna could have just laid it up there, and I thought she was being too unselfish. Well, what do I know? She hands it off for the freshman, absorbs the contact and finishes. And now, Bob, if this free throw goes, the Penmen a chance to take their first lead of the game.
Julia Thistle on the foul.
And again, why is Ryan on the bench? She came out, it was 37-33. It's a 4-0 spurt in just over 60 seconds.
Eva Mazer back in here for St. Anselm. Royce makes it, and the Penmen lead, 38-37.
And this place recognized it. That was the loudest ovation we've seen in the night here in the Fieldhouse. And fans understanding here, the Penmen on a run, and they've taken their first lead of the night.
They've outscored the Hawks 33-19. Now 3-point try. No, just a 2-pointer on the right side for Sarah Messler.
Big basket there for Messler.
39-38. Hawks back up by 1, and here we go. Final 15 minutes or so of the game. Lorenzen spins her way inside with the right hand. You can't stop it.
Again, you put a big on her. She's too athletic. You put a little on her, and she just uses her size.
40-39. Mazer comes back the other way. Lost her dribble. Terry putting pressure on. Steinman drives in with the left hand. No good. Rebound. Thistle underneath. And a foul on Lorenzen.
That's a good give by Kylie, though. I mean, Thistle's got a wide open second chance layup opportunity on the right side of the rim. Probably going to cash it in now. It's a second on Kylie. You got to keep an eye on that. But Thistle, not a great free throw shooter. I think that's a really smart play there by Kylie to give that foul and prevent the easy 2.
Thistle has the only Hawk miss from the line tonight, where they are 5 out of 6. First free throw, good. From Hopkinton, Mass, Julia Thistle.
Pretty nice weapon to bring in off your bench, huh?
For sure. Scoreboard reads 40-40. For the lead for the visitors, good. Thistle 3 points off from the line.
Back and forth we go. And again, it's not often the game's lived up to the billing. This one has done just that.
Terry tried to get Soroyce and threw it a little too hard, and an unforced turnover will give it back to the Hawks.
It's not a bad thought there by Molly. Unfortunately, just couldn't quite thread the needle.
There'll be a timeout on the court here. We'll keep it here with the Penmen and the Hawks, and we've got a game now for sure. 41-40 St. Anselm, and between the two teams, one loss in their 12 games.
And I gotta, quite frankly, Ryan's not going to be. I thought maybe she'd come back in after the media stop, but she's still standing outside the huddle. So I don't know if something's going on with her or what. But Bob, she checked out with about just over 7 minutes left in this third quarter, and I don't know why. Quite frankly, she hasn't looked exhausted. She's not in any sort of foul difficulty whatsoever. Just to give the one personal, I can't explain this one, quite frankly. And maybe they're just going to ride to the last 10 minutes, and that's the thought, to try to get to the fourth quarter with your trump card in your pocket. But I don't know. And I'm guessing as we go forward, both these coaches know what's at stake here, this being an important league game early on the season. I think we might see the matchup of Kylie versus Ryan down the stretch, and that could be something to watch, especially if the score remains a 1-point affair, or tied, or 2 points back and forth as we've gone here in quarter number 3.
Hawks have kind of owned this series in recent years. St. A's has swept the Penmen the last 2 years. Actually, we didn't play here last year. We were downtown at the SNHU arena. And that was a rough night, I remember, for Kylie Lorenzen. Did not have a good feel for the rims there.
Couldn't make a shot early, especially. Never got on track. And, I think Southern Hampshire is okay. Like I said, going into the break, the way the first half was played, as a coach, sometimes you say, all right, we got a lead, yes. But quite frankly, that lead at the break, which was just 5, probably should have been 8 or 9 for St. Anselm. They left some opportunities and left some points on the table. And for Southern Hampshire, you got the feeling like if they played well, they had a big shot to come from behind to win this one. And here we stand, nip and tuck affair.
And again, Ryan is on the bench off the timeout. They come inside for Thistle, working against Soroyce. Shot no good. Rebound, Molly Terry. Penmen can take the lead back here.
Ryan showing no ill effects or anything. We're sort of walking around on the bench, so I don't know what's going on there.
Roja 3, no. And a board inside for St. Anselm. Quickly the other way comes Steinman. Back behind for Mazer. Eva Mazer from Portland, Maine. Back to Steinman. Lob inside, right into the hands of Lorenzen.
That's a really bad pass. You're just expecting the player to be there. It's like telegraphing a pass in football, and you don't think the safety's going to be there or something like that. That's just really poorly done.
Camara comes back to Roach.
Ooh.
Roach into the lane.
Oh.
And gets tangled up there with the legs of Thistle. Roach went down, and then Thistle off balance kind of did a funny little spin move there and went down as well.
You can sort of laugh now. Roach hops up like, what just happened there, with a smile on the freshman's face. That looked like it could have been awful, the way her sort of forward progress carried her into Thistle and sort of swung her around.
Substitution for St. Anselm, and it's not Ryan, it's Guacchione back in for Eva Mazer.
I mean, this is now 3 minutes she's been on the bench consecutively for the Hawks.
Terry works it back to Camara. 13 on the shot clock. It's Penman ball. Camara down the lane with a right hand, no good. Lorenzen with an offensive board. And what do we have? Foul on the Hawks, and there's Kylie Lorenzen's double-double. 15 points, 10 rebounds.
And 4 offensive now for Kylie. She's been tenacious on the offensive glass so far tonight.
Second foul on Thistle, both here in the third quarter. 3 team fouls on the Hawks. Lorenzen into the lane, up no good. Rare miss inside for Kylie Lorenzen on a set play.
A rare miss, and she missed it badly. That was the thing that was so surprising. When she misses, usually those balls sort of halfway down, they spin out. That one was missed badly off to the right.
Neither team has shot well from behind the arc tonight. Each team with just 2 3-pointers. Guacchione has 1 of the Hawk threes. Got the ball to Thistle. Outlet pass stolen by Camara. And she's going to go all the way in. No good. Lorenzen got there for the offensive rebound and a foul.
5 offensive rebounds now for Kylie. Great job not giving up on the play. Camara gets all the way to the rim. You're thinking, all right, right-handed layup, no problem. She's going to finish it. Doesn't give up. Gets there, grabs the offensive rebound, draws the contact, and back to the line.
Third foul on Sarah Messler of St. Anselm.
And now Ryan at the table, so she's going to be checking back in. Bob, she spent nearly 4 minutes on the bench, and a very interesting risk here by Corey Bollard, the St. Anselm head coach. He wants to. He's asking to make sure that this foul was called on the right player, I believe. It's Messler's third.
And it is a shooting foul. Kylie Lorenzen going to the line for the Penmen. SNHU from the line tonight, 3 out of 5. Lorenzen's first trip, and she knocks it down. 16 for Lorenzen, a 90.1% free throw shooter coming in. All right, here is Ryan back into the game, and they also run Michaela Martin back in for the Hawks.
I am really interested to see how this plays out. He got his star. Corey Bollard, the St. Anselm head coach, got his star nearly 4 minutes on the bench. So we'll see how it plays out. See if she's got a lot more in the tank than Lorenzen for these final, quarter plus here as we go into the fourth coming up here in just a few short minutes.
Only 1 of 2 free throws for Lorenzen. We're tied at 41. 3 minutes to go in the third. Steinman on the right side drives in, no, but a foul on SNHU. Should be Kamara.
I don't know why you allow players to get to the rim with their strong hands. I just don't understand it. I think and now it's easier said than done, right? You're sitting over here. But I would just make somebody, if they're going to beat me, they're going to beat me with their off hand. And for Steinman, it's her left hand. And she gets to the rim with her right hand time and time again. Now, she's an elite athlete. She's very talented. She's very skilled. I can live with her getting to the rim on the left side. I can't live with her getting to the rim on the right side.
And Peyton Steinman makes both free throws. The foul was on Jenna Roach. And so that was her second.
Boy, well done.
They go along Kylie with a miss.
Oh, that's really good action off a free throw make. And Kylie just missed the bunny with the left hand.
43-41. Penmen stay down by 2. It's Hawk ball. Ryan comes up to set the screen. Steinman drives the baseline. Blocked by Dio. And into the hands of Martin, who will be tied up at that point. And the ball will go back over to SNHU. Oh, no, we have a foul.
Yeah, the official underneath has a foul. The trail official had a held ball.
And they'll go with the held ball.
And again, not to sound like a broken record here, but it's another 50-50 call that goes against the Hawks. There's been 4 or 5 of those tonight. And I got to say, the visitors, I think, are over in those opportunities. Now, that one, quite frankly, looked like it was the right call. But the one official had a foul. The other official had a held ball, and he overruled him.
Carly Ziliak in for Jenna Roach for the Penmen. Penmen run their set. Dio kicks into the corner for Terry. Around to Lorenzen screen, comes to the lane, gives it back to Dio. Now Lorenzen, and contact down low with Michaela Martin will be a foul. That's the 5th on the Hawks, so we are going to go to the line at this point. 2:17 to go in the third. 43-41, Penmen down by 2. And 2 for Kylie Lorenzen. Remember, there's no more 1-and-1 in the women's game.
I've said this numerous times, but I love the change from the halves to the quarters in the women's game. I think it's really been good for the sport. I think the coaches like it. I think the student athletes like it. I think it's made it a lot better across the board.
Lorenzen has them both. 18 in the game, tied at 43.
She is really, really special. At some point, this run's going to come to an end for her, this being her senior year. She's going to go down as undoubtedly one of the best players in this program's history, if not the best.
43 all, 2 minutes to go. Guacchione comes right side for Steinman. Steinman, they cycle. She comes into the lane. No good. Ryan over the top, tapped the rebound low to Steinman. That's a miss, and then a putback is good. And that was Ryan, who has 17 now.
Well, we talked about the Hawks just really dominating teams on the glass. They're a terrific offensive rebounding team. That time, second, third, and finally fourth opportunity, they get it to go.
Kamara the other way. Back out Dio, Molly Terry in the corner. And Kamara will try a 3 out of the corner. It's no good. Backside rebound. Yeah. St. Anselm. And we're going to lose the ball. Guacchione stepped on the end line.
That was a good call. The official had that one right on the line. We had a good vantage point of it from our spot here at the press row. And good call. Bad luck for the Hawks, but Southern Hampshire now a chance once again to tie a 3, gives them the lead.
Up top with the ball is Ziliak. Dio and Kamara, Terry and Lorenzen. Inside, they go Ziliak with a miss, and got the rebound, one of the few that Ryan couldn't reel in. Penmen will set it up again, new shot clock. Terry on the left side within 12 feet with a right hand, no good. Out of bounds, last touch by the Hawks.
Hawks are really overplaying right now. Southern Hampshire's got to do a better job of passing the ball and making them defend the entire court, swing it side to side. They are really over-helping and putting a lot of pressure on the dribble, on the person with the ball. Make them defend the entire length of the floor, and you'll get good looks if you're the Penmen.
Just over a minute to go in the third quarter. Inbounds play, hit a leg. We'll try it again with 1:02 left.
Too bad they had Dio curling around there after some late screen action. I love what Karen Pinkos does on these end line sets. She's got as many plays on these sets as anybody I've ever seen.
Dio out of the corner off the inbound. No for the three-pointer, and Steinman has the rebound. She has 10 rebounds in the game. Not bad for a 5'8" sophomore. Inside, Ryan put it on the floor and got fouled by Lorenzen.
Now that becomes a big one because it's now Kylie's third. So now you've got to keep an eye on that. That's not dire, but if she gets her fourth in the next minute or so, as you see a substitution going to get her, Victoria Dean hops off the bench, and I think this is some good move by Coach Pinkos. Obviously, you wanted Kylie out there for the final 47 seconds, but can't risk her picking up her fourth. Now, if you get a stoppage, get the ball back on offense, I think you can go back to her.
Bounce pass down low, Steinman. Dio will take the assignment now on Ryan as a drive from the right side doesn't go for Martin. But St. Anselm able to put it right back in by Ryan. An offensive rebound and board. It's 47-43. 24 seconds. Dean gives for Ziliak, drives in. Ryan committed, makes the contact and picks up her second foul.
Nice play there by Ziliak, and that's what we're talking about, right? We've talked about that with Victoria Dean. We talked about the lead pass in the first half. Use that dribble penetration, jump stop, and assess. Ziliak had a step, jump stop, got Ryan to leave her feet, jumped into her, easy call for the official.
Ziliak makes a free throw, 20.2 left in the third quarter. She has 5. Aaliyah Paxton in for Sarah Dio, so protect her with 3 fouls.
This game has lived up to the billing. I mean, these are two high-level teams, and this is a sensational ball game. I don't think this one's going to be decided until the final minute or so.
2 free throws good. It's 47-45 Hawks. Steinman across midcourt. He can hold for the last shot, a dozen seconds left. Right side for Steinman. Steinman dribbles right into Dean, has lost the dribble, comes on the right side. Guacchione for 3, no good. And that'll do it for the third quarter. And it's a 2-point game turning for home. St. Anselm 47. Southern New Hampshire 45. We'll put 10 minutes on the clock and see if that's enough to decide it. This is Penmen basketball on AM 610 WGIR.
Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield has worked to keep the people of New Hampshire healthy for 75 years. Healthcare has changed dramatically over the years, but one thing is not, and that is our commitment to you and your family. We're a company made up of your friends and neighbors. We work each day to continue our tradition of providing health care to the 300,000 members we serve. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield focuses on wellness and healthy living. We work with and support numerous organizations in New Hampshire to build healthy communities. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, creating a healthier future for New Hampshire.
The center of Division II sports is inside the NCAA.com hub, with live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
At Southern New Hampshire University, student success is success worth celebrating. That's why we personally delivered diplomas to online students who couldn't attend graduation. Find your online program today at snhu.edu.
St. Anselm leads by 2. Kylie Lorenzen will start the fourth quarter. Sarah Dio, Deanna Russell, Carly Ziliak, and Brianna Camara, the starting 5 out there on the floor right now for Coach Karen Pinkos. It is Hawk ball. Early season matchup, Queen City rivalry. Guacchione into the corner for Ashley Briggs. Ryan, of course, in the middle. Another big Sarah Messler on the floor. Peyton Steinman is 15 points. Down to 8 on the clock.
2-3 here for the Penmen out of the break.
Now you go into Ryan, squares and gets it. 21 for Ryan.
At 14, right, you have a silly foul in the backcourt here. And again, that's just 80 feet away from the pin. We talked about the bonus getting into 5. That's really silly there by St. Anselm's Grace Guacchione.
Be her second. Now the other way. Ziliak with a catch and flashes to the hole with the ball and makes it.
You're starting to see her confidence grow a little bit. Nice to see.
She has 8, 2 above her season average, and it's back to a 2-point game. They sent Ryan high with the screen. Guacchione comes back working against the top of this 2-3 zone with the left hand. Good inside for Briggs. Senior as her first.
Good action there by Briggs. We got to do a better job of stopping their penetration again.
Camara, good ball reversal. Dio was open but missed the shot. And another rebound for Steinman as the Hawks bring it into the front court. In the blue jerseys, 5-1 in the year. Southern New Hampshire is 6-0. Come right side with the ball. Guacchione inside tries to get it to Ryan, and it's knocked out of bounds by Ziliak.
Again, the Penmen showing this zone a little bit. I thought we might see Kylie play Ryan a little bit. I think it's a little too early for that. I think we'll see Karen Pinkos dial that up at some point over the last 8 minutes or so. I think it's early with those 3 fouls.
Just 12 on the shot clock as they bring it in. Now we're down to 5. On the left side, here's Briggs. Nope. And a rebound, Russell. Would have been a shot clock violation anyway. Penmen down 4. Camara, left side, Ziliak. The other way, it's a little scoop shot for Russell, and it came up short. Steinman leads the breakout with a rebound, has a player open, Guacchione inside, and that's an easy bucket as Guacchione gets to double digits.
Good catch there by Guacchione underneath, and again, Southern New Hampshire not getting back in transition. So they got to limit those easy run-out chances for the Hawks. Defense for the Penmen's been good when they can get it set up. St. Anselm's had the advantage when they run out in transition.
6-point game, 53-47. Lorenzen, Ziliak bounces to Dio. Now the far side. Here comes Russell, strong to the hole, and a little scoop goes in.
She is special athletically. Now, she probably needs to better understand the difference between a really good shot and a not so great shot, but we saw her right there. They need her to continue to attack the rim. She puts a lot of pressure on the defense, and she's a very, very tough matchup.
53-49, it's a 4-point game. Guacchione's lost her dribble, goes into the corner to Messler, feeds Ryan inside, double team, kicks it out. Guacchione down the lane, and an offensive foul.
It's a huge call because it's Lorenzen taking the charge. Ooh, they changed it. He changed it because she was within the restricted arc. That's a huge turn of events in this game.
So instead of Guacchione on the foul, it's going to be...
It's on Kylie. It's her 4th.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is big.
That was Lorenzen taking that charge, and that is huge turn of events in this game.
Explain the restricted zone a little bit.
Well, you see the arc there, and you cannot take a charge. It's to allow freedom movements, to allow players to not get undercut. It's a safety issue for the student athletes, quite frankly. And that's the situation where you cannot take a charge within that area because they're so close to the rim. Unfortunately, Kylie slides in there. And now we're going to have to play without Lorenzen for Bob probably at least 3 minutes here. And you're down by 5. Another free throw could make it 6. This is a very dangerous time for the Penmen.
Guacchione has made the first free throw. 3 players in double figures for the Hawks. And Guacchione makes that one. 55-49.
All right, Camara and Ziliak have got to step up here for the Penmen. They need Bree to score.
Russell, left side Ziliak. In the lane, Terry really didn't have a good shot there.
And that's because of Ryan's shot blocking ability. Alters everything when you get close to the rim. She's a difference maker. I mean, it's like a... You know, it's like a guy in the NBA just hanging around the rim, just waiting to block shots. That's what Shannon Ryan does.
Steinman in a corner is Messler, comes into the lane with the ball and lost it.
Good help defense there by Dio.
Penmen take it. 6:29 to go, 55-49. SNHU down 6 with Kylie Lorenzen on the bench here with 4 fouls. Russell goes right side. Ziliak puts it on the floor. Strong to the hole is blocked by Steinman, who rips it away. Hawks try to break with it as the Penmen get back. Steinman forced the shot on the little runner, and it's too strong. Loose ball on the floor, rolling around, picked up by the Hawks, and Guacchione will finish it inside.
It's a killer sequence right there. Karen Picos might need a timeout. She's contending that there should have been a foul that the others said. Then the Hawks get on the ground, scoop it up, and end up with 2 more.
Penmen down 8. Dio goes by the hoop, gets blocked inside by Ryan, who's got a bunch of those today, but they threw too long with the outlet pass. Penmen will come in with Jenna Roach, the freshman, and Aaliyah Paxton, the senior. St. A's counters with Michaela Martin.
I think you're now looking at one more possession without Kylie. I don't think you can leave her on the bench much longer. I know you want to get her probably under the media timeout at the 5-minute mark or whenever, but now down 8, you've got to go back, and she's got to make some plays. You've got to provide you offensive firepower.
Ziliak blocked on the baseline, and a foul called on the block by our referee, and it'll be Guacchione with her 3rd personal.
Ziliak's played well tonight. She's had a really good game for the Penmen.
At the line here, first is good, and she'll be coming out here in favor of Victoria Dean.
It's an interesting substitution. Obviously gives the Penmen some more size. They're playing small right now, but
both free throws good, and the lead is 6. Hawks have it 57-51. Ziliak just may need a breather.
Yeah,
at least to the media timeout.
Yeah, a little full court pressure here by the Penmen. See if they can generate a steal. They need some stops, and they're very much in this game. They need to get some defensive stops on this side and turn in some potentially easy chances offensively. Here's an opportunity.
And a steal.
Let's pick it
in
up.
The front court by Paxton. Russell, nearly dribbled it off of her leg as the Penmen get back, and Coach Pincos will use a 30-second timeout here.
Boy, it's too bad there because we had numbers. The situation where St. Anselm, unfortunately, Sarah Messler was down, and it was a 5-on-4 opportunity.
So we'll go to the timeout here with 5:12 to go. St. Anselm 57, Southern New Hampshire 51. This is Penmen basketball on AM 610 WGIR.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
We are NCAA Division II student athletes, faculty members, and athletics administrators made up of 24 conferences and 300 institutions.
Over 110,000 Division II student athletes.
Together we stand and take the pledge to be more than a bystander, to get a friend home safe.
It's our responsibility to step in, stand up, to do something, to say anything, to hold our friends accountable, to stop sexual assault in any way we can.
It's on me, it's on you, it's on us.
So let's be a part of the solution, not a part of the problem.
It's on us!
Fans, join us next Wednesday, December 5th. It'll be our Fill the Cupboard night, donations to the SNHU Food Pantry here at the Stan Spirou Fieldhouse, and it'll be Penmen basketball against Bentley.
Should be a fun one. We'll be glad to have that one. Obviously, the Bentley women among the top teams in the country once again, and Southern Hampshire hopefully still undefeated at that time, right?
Find out here in the next 5 minutes, 12 seconds, and Kylie Lorenzen returns to the floor off the timeout. Yeah. Jenna Roach, Molly Terry, Deanna Russell, and Victoria Dean. Shannon Ryan also on the floor for St. Anselm. Penmen ball, 5-minute mark, down 6. Terry comes back to Lorenzen. It's picked up out on the wing. Terry for 3, and it's way short.
Disjointed possession out of the timeout. They were trying to get Lorenzen. St. Anselm did a good job sort of face guarding her against a lot of those cuts in the end line.
Back over to the Hawks. Steinman comes on the right side for Guacchione. Up top is Messler. Bounce pass Ryan and finds a little seam and knocks it in.
And we are seeing the matchup. Karen Picos really rolling the dice, having Kylie defend Ryan, and not much she could do there.
Dean wants 3 the other way, rattles out. And down 8, the Hawks can build a double-digit lead if they score here.
That was a great look for Dean in the secondary break. Just sort of trailing the action on the right side, had a very good look at it. Just left it a little bit short.
Right side, they isolate for Michaela Martin, and she gets her first field goal here, and the Penmen are down 10.
Yeah.
Quickly Roach the other way, drives on Ryan, missed it. Dean got the rebound. We'll dribble back out with it. They'll set it up again. Here's Russell. Strong, got it, and is fouled by Ryan. Oh, what a play by Gianna Russell.
She is an elite athlete. She is really special. That was a big-time move, going to her left and finishing around Ryan.
Third foul on Shannon Ryan. Last year, Ryan transferred in. The Hawks went 17-12.
Both these teams are going to have better seasons this year than they did a year ago.
Penmen also 17-12 last year. Russell makes it.
Both these teams are better than they were last year.
3-point play, and it's 61-54, 7-point game.
Markedly so. I really think these are two 20-plus win teams we're looking at. Go head-to-head tonight.
Steinman coming to the top of the circle. Right side over to Guacchione, guarded by Russell. Deep into the clock now with 9 seconds. Steinman comes back here to Messler, and off the window and in. Not pretty, but it counts.
That's a killer of a basket. He played great defense, and then just sort of an awkward runner.
Kamara in the corner for Terry. Comes back to Bree with 3:18 to go in the game. Here comes Kamara into the lane. Went left, came back right, got it. Nothing wrong with that play.
No, and the Hawks are spread out. They're really guarding the arc there, and that allowed for that penetration lane for Kamara. Now we got to get a defensive stop here.
63-56, 3 minutes to go. Bounce pass in for Ryan, knocked away. Penmen come up with a stop. They'll break back out. Terry thought about a three. Defender goes by. She launches it, no good. And it's just 1 and out as Steinman comes up with a rebound. That's her 18th rebound.
This place would have exploded if that three went down. After that, behind the back dribble and transition by Terry, just left it a little bit short.
2:38 to go.
Now remember, Ryan is a terrible free throw shooter. I think she gets a touch. An illegal screen call up top here. I think she gets a touch, Bob, as long as it's not Lorenzen, obviously playing with those four. I think you got to foul her. Now, Penmen with just 1 team foul, so they're going to have to give some the rest of the way. Down by 7, you're not in that situation yet, but you cannot allow Ryan to have any sort of good look, especially if she's in the act of shooting. Foul or make her get to the line for 2.
4th foul on Sarah Messler of the Hawks, who now have committed 4 fouls to just 1 on the Penmen. So the Penmen are going to have to foul just to get to the bonus.
If they need to, yeah. Now, you're not in that situation yet, but you're getting pretty close to it. This is a big trip. You don't need threes yet.
Kamara is up top, around the screen set by Dio, and a collision and a foul.
Yeah.
And that's going to go against Ashley Briggs, and now it's 2 shots.
Yeah, and I've been not critical, but I've been questioning some of these officials' call. That was the right call right there. Kamara ran over to the St. Anselm defender, but she was clearly not setting any sort of circumstance, sort of riding around her way there.
Good free throw shooter at the line. First on the way and good, and this is a 6-point game.
They need more of this from Kamara going forward. I mean, there's 2:20 left, but they need her to continue to try to get herself on track offensively.
Misses the second. Lorenzen back tapped the rebound, but to Guacchione.
Boy, that's too bad because Kamara went for the offensive rebound as well. She would have been in that spot to grab that ball.
2:12 to go. Hawk ball and leading by 6. Messler on the left side. They're going to try a 3 here, and Guacchione knocks it down.
That might be the final nail right there. Big shot there on the left wing.
Penmen down 9. Coach Pinko still with a couple timeouts left. Kamara gives it back. Dio is open for 3 and didn't get it, and it's Guacchione with a rebound. Hawks will dribble out with 1:40 to go, leading by 9.
I think you have to foul here. I don't think you can allow 30 seconds to run off the clock here, Bob.
10 off already. Right side is Briggs. They do go into Ryan. A turn, and she gets it. And it's a double-digit lead for the Hawks.
She is spectacular. And Kylie Lorenzen is outstanding, and Shannon Ryan might be a little bit better, unfortunately, for the Penmen.
30-second timeout will be taken by SNHU. But with only 1:17 to go, St. Anselm has opened up a 68-57 lead. Top players, Shannon Ryan, 23 points, 16 rebounds.
Yeah, that hasn't refreshed. She's got 25 now after that last little floater on the right
25
side.
25 points, right.
She's spectacular, and I've been championing Kylie for any 10 player of the year the way that she's played, and right now it's a two-horse race, and with Ryan getting the better of her tonight, and I say getting the better of her, she just had a few more opportunities, and her team's going to get the victory, barring a miracle comeback here from the Penmen. At some point, I think against a player like Ryan, you've got to either just fully commit to double teaming her, taking the ball out of her hands, or fronting her down low, because when she gets in the low block, if she gets it anywhere near the rim, she's just too tough to stop with her size and her skill.
Lorenzen off the inbound, got it. 20 for Kylie, and it's a 9-point game. As we approach 1 minute to go, Penmen not fouling in the backcourt. They'll lob it over to Guacchione.
If you're not fouling, if you're St. Anselm, take a shot clock violation here. I mean, just throw it up at the rim with 1 on the shot clock.
They went for a steal with Paxton.
It's a terrible shot.
Steinman misses.
It's a horrible shot. You have a push foul underneath as Ryan was displaced. That's a terrible decision there that early in the shot clock. I know it's a good look. It's not a bad shot on the floor. It's a wide open free throw line jumper. But with Southern Hampshire not fouling, still 15 on the shot clock, you don't need it. And I don't know why the Penmen aren't fouling. Maybe they just don't think they can come back and do it today. But man, oh man. And again, Ryan again causes the action, and she's displaced, and she was fouled. It was a good call.
And Kylie Lorenzen went to the bench there. Penmen will pick up another foul here on the inbounds.
You're fouling now, so I mean you're fouling now. So now you're not going to leave Kylie out there. You're just going to give personals. And somewhat ironically, Ryan is the player you want to wrap up if you can get her to the line.
Yep, there's the inbounds to Ryan, and Paxton gives her a push. So that's the 4th, and now the next one will put them at the line.
Yeah, you could have a timeout here. I think you let her catch the ball if you can find a way. Just allow her, make sure it's not a point blank layup opportunity.
St. Anselm 68, Southern New Hampshire 59. Mention the 25 points for Shannon Ryan. Kylie Lorenzen 20 points and 11 rebounds for the Penmen. SNHU started the season with 6 consecutive wins. They may pick up that first loss today and then turn around and have to play Assumption in Worcester on Saturday.
I mean, this stretch, I asked Karen Pickos, before the game about, have you looked at what's going on and does that make this game, coming on in terms of your schedule coming up? She said, I have. I hope the kids have, and I want them focused here. But, man, at Assumption, home to Bentley, at Stonehill. If you can find a way to go 2-1 over that 3-game stretch, you've done very well. And that's why this game had added importance. The good thing is, short turnaround, right back at it, but you can't allow one loss to turn into 2 or 3 because pretty quickly you can go from 6-0, Bob, to 6-4 with this schedule up on the horizon.
Get a whistle here as Hawks were trying to inbound the basketball. Penmen do come out of this timeout with Kylie Lorenzen waiting in the bench.
They put the ball in play in the wrong area on the court because the foul was given right in front of the St. Anselm bench. It's a good job by Karen Pinkos notifying the officials because they were all out of whack there. Let Ryan get it. Let her get it. Oh.
Steinman into Guacchione.
We got fouled.
Back to Steinman, and that's the player who gets fouled.
Steinman, a good free throw shooter, just under 80%. Again, especially there, I don't even, now you're trying to go for a quick steal, but once you don't get that, I allow Ryan to just come free to the basket and just basketball and just wrap her up as soon as she catches it.
Steinman has made the first. Here is Lorenzen in for Paxton. 45.3 to go, and the lead is 69-59 for the Hawks.
Complementary players, a big story in this game. Sort of the second-level stars. St. Anselm's played much better, unfortunately, than Southern New Hampshire's did tonight. Guacchione and Steinman were both terrific for the Hawks.
70-59 as the second one goes down. Camara the other way will score. She gets to double figures, but it's a 9-point game with just about 40 seconds to go. Here's a steal by Ziliak. And the Penmen will score again as Lorenzen finds Camara, and Karen Pinkos will use a timeout. And the lead is down to 7, 70-63. Actually,
that's huge for the Penmen because I thought Karen Pinkos used it as well, and I thought she was out. I think they got that timeout called by the Hawks. Now, this will allow them to advance the basketball to midcourt, and I think that's what Corey Bollard's thinking. We just gave away 2 points there on that careless play, the easy steal and the easy 2 for Kamara. He's going to advance it and bring it up to midcourt.
Been a tough night for Southern New Hampshire, who fell behind in this game by 13 points in the first quarter, and they've been chasing all night long. The Penmen have had the lead for 35 seconds total in this game.
That's a good point. We talked about them getting some good looks early, but unable to cash in when they dug themselves. The Penmen did a 13-2 hole, and chasing's a very good verb for it. They've been playing uphill the rest of the night, unfortunately, and against lesser caliber teams, you can get away with that. Against good teams like the Hawks, you just can't.
Shannon Ryan, 25. Peyton Steinman, 17. Grace Guacchione, 17 for St. Anselm. 3 in double figures for the Penmen. Kylie Lorenzen, 20. Brianna Camara, 13.
And I know
Carly Ziliak, 10.
Sorry, partner. I know Ryan's 3 for 3 here, but on the year, she's about 35% on the year. But you got to find a way to let her get the ball if you don't get the steal.
They don't want to throw it there.
Yeah, they are. They are allowing her to get the ball. Nearly a backcourt violation there. That was close.
Guacchione fouled by Brianna Camara.
It's interesting because if you're not going to throw the ball to Ryan, then why is she out there in this situation? You know they're going to give the foul. You could check her in after the first free throw. Well,
Guacchione has the first.
How about the Hawks? 14 of 15 from the line, Bob.
Might not have seen that coming. Not bad.
No, they're a good free throw shooting team, but Ryan obviously doesn't help the charge.
Guacchione makes them both. 72-63 Hawks. 26 seconds left. Terry for 3, in and out. Rebound Shannon Ryan. Kind of an exclamation point on her night.
Have a night. 25 and 17. Hello.
There's Ryan. Give and go, and the finish by Sarah Messler, and the Hawks are going to win it. 10 seconds to go. They're up 11. Roach for 3, short. You get another chance on, is it Valentine's night?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't look that far ahead in the schedule.
No.
I hope so. Does that mean we're going to be spending it together?
It's not. It was last year. That's those games downtown.
Okay.
February 20th.
A little later this year.
Yeah, a little later. 5.7 left.
Go over there to Stoutenburg.
And what do we get?
Timeout called by St. Anselm.
With 5.3 to go. And an 11-point game, 74-63. Nightcap.
Should be a good one.
Undefeated Hawks, number 4 in the nation. SNHU off to a nice start, 4-2.
Yeah, a tall challenge ahead, but I'm excited. I'm excited to watch St. Anselm play. Obviously, very highly thought of, not only regionally but nationally, and I'm excited to see where Southern New Hampshire is. This is sort of a barometer test type game against a team which most people think will come out of this East region when all is said and done come mid-March. And I think it's going to be a great one. Good crowd in the building if you're in the area and you got us tuned in. Come on out to the field house. No cost. Obviously, the great work that this department has done with Anthony Falcaro, Tom Wilkins, and the like in terms of the Make-A-Wish donations. So going to cost you, it doesn't cost you anything formally. We'd like you to donate a few dollars to that terrific Make-A-Wish campaign. But, come on out and see two of the heck of a rivalry and two pretty good teams.
Inbounds play comes to Ryan. Put it on the floor, and the Hawks will dribble it out. Both teams will leave the court tonight with identical 6-1 records, but the Penmen's undefeated start is halted by their crosstown rival. St. Anselm 74 and Southern New Hampshire 63 in Game 1 for our doubleheader tonight. A quick final word?
Yeah, a disappointing end, obviously, but I think, unfortunately, digging themselves that hole early on cost Southern Hampshire, and when Ryan plays like that, Hawks aren't going to lose too many games, let's be honest. I mean, that was a superstar performance by undoubtedly, if not the best, one of the best players in this conference, and they got great help from their supporting cast. Guacchione and Steinman were terrific as well. When those three are playing at that level, this is a darn good St. Anselm team. Southern Hampshire, we talked about it, regroup. Don't allow one loss to turn into two. You got to go down there to Worcester on Saturday. Regroup, get back on track before you face those two tough ones next week.
Final in Game 1, 74-63. We'll be back with our post-game coverage in 1 minute. And this is Penmen basketball on AM 610 WGIR.